Wait a minute.
Take it away. Not here.
Wait a minute. Take it easy, Stanley. It's just a harmless little kitten.
Buzz, I'm scared to death.
What?
Look at the wild look in his face.
Oh. I can't understand why you have this terrible fear of animals in you. What is it?
When I was a little baby, I was scared by my piggy bank.
Oh, that's nonsense.
You want to hear something worse?
What?
I was 15 years old before I ate my first animal cracker.
Come on, the store's about to open up. Fix up your collars. Get to work.
Go on, go on. And how? Yes, sir. That's the truth.
How do you do? May I help you?
Do you happen to have a copy of Dark Safari by Cuddlefoot?
I'll find out.
Hey, Bob.
How do you do, gentlemen?
We like to speak to salesman, pal.
Well, I'm the salesman, Stanley Livington. I'm the clerk in charge of all Jungle Books. And at 11 o'clock, giving a lecture.
Yeah. You got a book by the name of Dark Safari by Cuddlefoot.
Dark Safari by Cuddlefoot? We did have it, but we got rid of it some time ago. I want to tell you, gentlemen, I read that book. I had nightmares for 9 months.
How well do you remember that book?
Why?
You remember a map in it?
A map in that book? Of course I remember it.
Could you draw it?
Could I draw it?
For $1,000?
Draw that map in that book for $1,000?
Mm-hmm.
Ha! For $1,000, I could draw that map in oil.
Okay, then meet us in the alley tonight at 7:30. And we'll take you to somebody who'll give you $1,000 the minute you lay down the pencil. Is it a deal?
Shake.
Okay, pal. See you in the alley tonight at 7:30.
Huh?
And be there, chum. Get me?
$1,000 to draw that map.
I'm sorry, but that book is out of print. In fact, we sold the last one some time ago.
Oh, dear, I was afraid of that. I've been to every bookstore in the city. There's a map in that book that I'd give $2,500 for.
Will you give me that again, please?
I said there was a map in that book that I'd give $2,500 for.
$2,500? Excuse me, I'll be right back. What are you doing?
Hey, Buzz, this you'll never believe. There were two guys in here.
I understand. Look, Stanley, how well do you remember that book you read about Dark Safari?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. There was two guys in
Now,
here.
look, you remember there was a map in it.
You two. Now, go away.
What are you doing there?
I'm drawing that map now.
Oh, no, you don't. Oh, you can't.
Buzz, don't tear that up. I got a chance to make...
Wait, quiet. Come on, follow me. Oh, take it easy. Come on. Madam, you are the luckiest person in New York this morning. Allow me to introduce Stanley Livington, one of the world's greatest wild game hunters.
Oh, how exciting. Wild game hunters are my weakness. This is really a thrill, Mr. Livington.
So nice meeting you, too, but I'm really not...
It might interest you to know that when Mr. Cuddleford wrote Doc Safari, Mr. Livington was right there.
Oh!
Wonderful. Then you must be very familiar with the map that is in that book.
The map?
Yes.
Oh, sure. That's one map I could draw in a darkroom even without a pencil.
You see, your troubles were all over. I could make arrangements to bring him over to your home this evening.
Oh, marvelous.
No.
I think it's a wonderful idea.
No.
My name is Emerson, Diana Emerson.
How do you do, Miss Emerson? But no, I got a date in the alley.
She'll have to wait.
She'll have to wait.
Here's my address. See you tonight, then. Goodbye.
Goodbye. That's the kind of girl I dream about. But you should see the ones I get.
I tell you, boss, the guy said he knew the map backwards. So we make a date to meet him, bring him in, and have him draw it.
Yeah, and the little muzzler never shows up after us offering him $1,000.
Well, you can relax. I found somebody myself this morning.
You did, boss?
Where?
In Clopper's department store.
That's where we found our guy.
Wait a minute. Was he a silly-looking little fat guy?
That's him.
Why, that two-timer. You offer him $1,000 and he holds out for a higher price.
The minute he puts his foot through the door, I'll break every bone in his head.
You'll do no such thing. When he leaves, you boys can meet him outside and get my money back.
We get you, boss.
Now go out the side entrance. I'm closing a deal with the man who's going to lead the safari. Won't you come in, Mr. Beatty?
This is the place. Now, don't forget, she thinks you're a big game hunter.
Buzz, why do you keep getting me in the middle? I wish you hadn't.
Why, you ingrate. Here I'm giving you a chance to make me $2,500. Is that the way you want to repay me for all the things I could have done for you? Come on.
I'm sorry.
Oh, come on. Stanley, will you come on?
I'm shutting off the water.
Well, turn it off and come on.
I stopped it.
Good. Come on up here.
May I see you a minute, please?
Now what's the matter?
My finger's stuck.
Leave it then. Come on.
Okay.
What's the matter? Well, let me see this.
Not that one, not that one! That one!
Oh, Howard.
Don't boil that one!
Wait a minute.
Harry, did you answer the door?
No. Do I have to?
Answer the door.
Oh, all right. Do everything around here. Get this. The office is tight. I gotta be a cook and a butler. One of these days I'll just... Well, that's all. I'll just do it. Yes?
Mr. Johnson and Mr. Livington to see Miss Emerson.
Well, come in. Oh, who is knocking? Well, come in. Miss Emerson is busy for the moment. Will you step in the living room, please? Hats.
Thank you.
Ow, that hurts. That belongs on outside. Yeah, I can't get it off. Help me get it off. Will you get your hand? Well, not so hard. You get your hand out. I'll pull it off. Get your hand out of the way now. Get your hand out of the way. I'll get it. Get your hand out of the way. Off. Well, get your hand out of the way. I'll get it off.
Naturally, I haven't publicized the expedition because I could easily become the victim of unscrupulous people.
Yet that map's one of the few in existence. The owner would practically have you in the palm of his hand.
This man coming tonight is the gullible type, but fairly intelligent. If he can remember the map accurately, we'll proceed at once.
That'll be fine with me, Miss Emerson.
And now regarding your fee. Suppose we say $5,000 in advance and $15,000 on completion.
That's very liberal.
On the contrary, money is no object. As long as I get what I'm after.
Come on, will you? Ah, that is. Oh, not that hand, this one. Well, put this hand in your pocket. Get your hand out of it. Oh. Oh, sometimes if... Oh.
Stanley, I just found out that map is worth more than $2,500, that woman.
I can't get over it. All I did was go like this and the water came out.
Are you listening? Come on. Come on! You go in the living room and wait. I'm going to snoop around here and find out more about this deal. Go ahead.
Who was at the door, Harry?
Mr. Livingston and Mr. Johnson.
Good. Where are they?
They're in the living room.
I'll see them in a minute, and we'll have coffee in the library. Harry, I'm phoning Gunner to come over. Please leave the door open.
Yes, ma'am. Excuse me. I didn't know anybody in the room. I'm awfully sorry. Say, hold it. Right where you are. You know, you standing in front of this here picture reminds me of my last expedition in Africa.
That's so.
Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. And it was my most dangerous expedition. We were after cats. Big cats. You know what cats are?
Lions, I imagine.
Oh, there's no imagine about it, my friend. Lines are lines. Here or any place, they're lines. You can't imagine they're lines. Oh, no, indeedy. I want to tell you something. My first afternoon out, I bagged 64 lines. Gad, what a hunt.
Really?
Oh, yes. And then I ran into an old friend of mine, Clyde Beatty.
No.
Yeah. And was he hurt? He didn't bag a line for 2 weeks.
Really?
I bagged them all. He couldn't hit one of them. Of course, when it comes to handling lines, he don't know from nothing. I am the boy right over here. I want to tell you something else, too, between you and I. Clyde Beatty is a phony. On the side, a pretty nice fella, but between you and I, a phony. Something else I want to tell you, friend. Who do you think tames the lines that he has inside the cages? Me, Stanley Livington, the world's greatest hunter.
No kidding.
Yes, sir. Well, one of the greatest. By the way, what's your name?
Clyde Beatty.
Clyde Beatty. Clyde, it's nice knowing you. I want you to stick around because I'm going to tell you how I used to go in myself and tame those lions. Now, when it comes to taming the animals, Clyde... Clyde! Clyde!
Oh, good evening. I see you've met Mr. Livington, our big wild game hunter, eh?
Yes, indeed.
Swell.
He just been telling me about some of his exploits.
Oh, swell, that's fine. Tell him about the time you and Clyde Beatty went tiger hunting in India.
Yes, I'd like to hear about it.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Why, Stanley tells me that he outshot Beatty 5 to 1. By the way, I don't think you've introduced me to this gentleman.
Clyde Beatty.
Clyde Beatty. I'll be seeing you around.
Mr. Beatty, I'm sorry for what I said about Mr. Beatty. Excuse me.
Why, Mr. Johnson and Mr. Livington, please forgive me for keeping you waiting. You met Mr. Beatty?
It seems Mr. Livington and our old hunting pals.
Won't you gentlemen have some coffee? And after coffee, we'll have Mr. Livington draw the map.
I'm terribly sorry. Mr. Livington will not be able to draw the map.
But he's got to. The whole success of my trip depends on it.
You mean you intend to take a trip to Africa?
Very definitely. I'm planning a safari.
I wonder if I may be excused. I know you folks would rather talk business in private.
If you don't mind, I think it would be better. Mr. Beatty's hat, Harry. Excuse me, gentlemen.
Night, old friend.
Quick, Grapple and Boots are outside waiting to slug Johnson and Livington. Tell them the plans are changed and to lay off.
Yes, ma'am. Look, Buzz, let me draw the map. We'll get the $2,500 and get out of here.
Certainly not. Now, if I play your cards right, we'll get more than $2,500. Listen, you heard her. She's organizing a safari.
I wish I was there.
Where?
On a Hoboken safari right now.
Stanley, you're absolutely right. As you surmised, to be frank with you, I don't blame you for having the desire.
Desire to what?
Of course, I'll have to explain everything to the lady.
Explain it to me.
Mr. Livington insists on journeying a safari to Africa.
I insist.
There you are. You heard it from his own lips.
Hello. Just a minute. How do you do?
You see, with Mr. Livington in Africa, he'd feel right at home, and it'd be very simple for him to draw the map without any difficulties.
I think it's an excellent idea.
Silly.
Once we're there, he can lead us to the East Fork of the Tarabongo and Okavango River.
Lead you to the fort.
Yes, Shelley, of course, it'll be the regular $5,000 fee in advance and $15,000 on completion. Of course, that includes my services.
What? Splendid.
That's fine.
And for your safety, I'm going to assign you my best follow-upper.
Follow-upper?
Yes, he's the man who follows you in the jungle, and if you miss a shot at a charging animal, he shoots and saves your life. Oh, that's him now. Excuse me.
Shelley.
Listen, Buzz, I'm not going to go over there. You got no right to put me in a thing like that.
Oh, what kind of money?
You're always putting me right in the middle
Tell
of
me
it.
what
I don't care what kind of money.
Don't you give me that.
No, listen, you're going to be over there with
no arguments.
I'm not going to go over there with all those
Do as
lines.
I tell you.
I'm going to start going to get away with it.
Do as I tell you. No arguments.
No, no, I'm not. I won't.
Gunner, I'd like to have you meet Mr. Johnson and Mr. Livington, Gunner Jensen.
Hi.
I don't want to seem inquisitive, but just what are we going to Africa for?
Well, we're going after an orangutan gargantua.
Orangutan gargantua.
Excuse me, please.
Pardon?
May I see you? What's orangutan gargantua?
It's a big ape.
Oh, a big ape.
Yeah, stop worrying.
Nate, excuse me.
Pardon me.
Big ape?
Yeah.
You mean like the thing I see in a circus, like the father to the monkey?
Yeah, it's only bigger.
Ping! And he's going to protect me?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Gunner, show them how you can shoot the Winchester.
You missed a lion. I raised the gun to my shoulder, looked through the peep sight, and I looked through the peep sight, put my finger on the trigger, grabbed for the pump slide, and I... No pump slide.
Stanley. Stanley. Now, where did he go? Stanley! Suppose a north wind should come up, what would you do?
I throw out an anchor.
If a west wind come up, what would you do?
I throw out another anchor.
And a south wind came up, what would you do then?
I throw out another anchor.
And an east wind blew up, what would you do?
I throw out another anchor.
Where are you getting all the anchors?
Same place you're getting all the wind.
You keep quiet. Unrow your boat. You've been a very bad boy the last couple of days. I want you to change. I'm warning you. I don't like it a bit. So all you do is snap at me.
Me snap at you?
No, wait, that'll laugh. Me snapping at him. Why should you laugh? Don't splash.
Look, not me, the post!
Oh, he's complaining. Hello.
Hello. The camp's coming along fine, Miss Emerson, and in the morning we'll start for the interior.
Very good.
Well, we've looked the whole place over. You want to know something, boss? This don't look like a place to find diamonds.
You fool! Don't you ever mention the word diamonds. We're supposed to be after an orangutan.
And another thing, boss. I'm getting awfully sick of these two guys you're depending on. They're always fouling us up.
Just be patient. It won't be long now before the map is in my hands.
Stanley! Drop everything! Huh? Drop everything! Hey, come here, Stanley. Get out! Get out from under there. Hurry up. Come here. Come on, Stanley.
Oh, boss, just when I had the 10 up.
Never mind the 10. Come over here and draw that map.
The map?
The map.
If I draw, will you let me go home?
Why do you want to go home?
I forgot something.
What did you forget?
I forgot to state it.
Hey, draw the map. Come on. Boy, oh boy, can you picture me a tycoon? Oh, building yachts, railroads. I don't know. I might even buy an airline. According to how I feel. Boy, winters in Maine, summers in Florida. Oh, it's unbelievable.
Kid him. He could even get his laundry out.
Have you got it ready yet? Come on. You got it? Attaboy. Oh, this paper here is worth $1 million.
$1 million? Well, I mean, after all, I did it. Give me something. I got to have something for it.
Oh, sure. I intended to. Here's a nickel.
Thank you.
Attaboy.
Oh, a nickel.
Hello, Diana.
Harry, some tea for Mr. Johnson.
And plenty of sugar. Wonderful day we're having.